Hello, today we're going to read David's Drawings. The story and the pictures are by Cathryn Falwell. David's Drawings. Here's the first page, there's no words. I wonder which one is David. One gray winter day, David saw a beautiful tree. That must be David in DC. When he got to school, David took off his boots and hung up his jacket. He found a pencil and a fresh piece of paper. So he must be at school. There's all the supplies. He's getting some paper. David thought for a moment. Then he made a drawing of the tree he had seen. So there he is thinking and drawing. And there, they're showing us the drawing of the tree that he saw. Nice tree, said Amanda, but it needs color. David got some crayons and made the tree brown. Amanda smiled. Some grass, too, she said. David handed her a green crayon. Here, he said shyly, and Amanda colored green grass under the tree. That must be Amanda. And look, this is his picture now. The tree with some green grass. That tree needs leaves, Ryan said. David looked at his drawing and then began to add leaves. He let Ryan add a few more. Look, said Jamal, I have these cool stickers. May I put some on the picture? Sure, said David. Look, there's Jamal and his stickers. That must be Ryan adding some leaves. And there's his tree. I know. It needs a person. Like me, Laurel said. She grinned and drew a girl. It needs a boy, too, said Carlos. Okay, said David. Carlos drew a boy with an orange shirt. Look, that must be Laurel and Carlos. And look, they added a girl and a boy to David's drawing. Kira quickly added a row of fluffy clouds. Brandon drew a cat and a dog. Thea added a smiling turtle. Birds would look nice, said Lee May. She drew two flying in the sky. It needs a rainbow, too, said Rosie, and she set to work with a fistful of colors. Look at all of them working on the drawing. So this must be Lee May and Thea and Rosie. You see the picture? It has a smiling turtle, a dog, a cat. See the birds and the rainbow and the clouds. Look at David. He looks so happy. The bell rang for class to begin. That was fun, said Ryan. We made a great picture, said Kira. See you at recess, David? Asked Amanda. Sure, said David. They were doing all that before school started. Here's the picture. At the end of the day, David looked at the picture again. Then he wrote, Our class picture, neatly on the bottom and hung it on the bulletin board. It says our class picture because everybody helped him draw it. And there's the bulletin board. It's got some math work, a snowman, some snowflakes, different pictures. David walked home from school. On the way, he saw the beautiful tree. There it is. Looks different from the picture his class made. When he got home, David took off his boots and hung up his jacket. He found a pencil and a fresh piece of paper. David thought for a moment. Then he made a drawing of the tree he had seen. Look, he stopped and he thinks again, and there's his tree drawing. I wonder what he's going to do with it now. David's sister came over to the table. "Nice drawing," she said, "but it needs something." David looked up. His sister smiled. "It needs..." What do you think she's going to add to it? "That needs to hang on your wall." "I think so too," said David. Then he wrote "My drawing" neatly on the bottom and hung the picture right above his bed. My drawing. Right above, look at it, he's got all these other pictures too. This one says Mom, Bailey, maybe that's his dog. All these beautiful pictures. David's a real good artist. This is the last page. My drawing right above his bed. So maybe you can draw a picture after you finish this, and maybe you can ask some friends or some family members what they would like to add and make a picture all together. It was so fun to read to you. Bye.